Hello and happy Easter, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 23 of E30 M3 Recreation on Carlube TV. You may remember in a past episode we mentioned that this car is going to have a carbon fibre roof, and as you can see currently the car has the roof missing. Well, in this episode we'll have an update on that. Plus, as the car is getting close to completion, there's loads of small tasks that have to be carried out. It's been said many times in the past, it's the small things that take the most time, and there's been plenty of small jobs to complete on this car to get it to the creation you see before you. So now, over to Spencer to tell you what's been going on.
Hello, I just thought I'd make a video of the underside of this E30 M3 Recreation. You can see obviously how nice the bodywork's looking. I just sort of do a video of the underside from below just so you can see all the new parts that have been fitted to this car. So, as you can see now how fresh everything's looking. We've changed all the exhaust heat trays on the complete car. So just up there, like, you can see all the exhaust heat tray. Fitted all new bolts that hold the heat tray on. Fuel filler neck. The entire underside of the car is literally brand new. Everything's been either powder coated, zinc plated, or bought brand new in relation to bolts. You can see the fuel tank is brand new. There's only one item on the fuel tank that isn't new, which has just came today. So these little brackets, one either side, and they go up here. They support the heat tray, which is this heat tray, which is brand new, as you can see. And they go up on the tank and support the tank. So both them items were completely rotted, so I thought I'd just purchase them brand new as well. These ones that have come from BMW are basically galvanised from factory, so they'll last another 10 to 15 years at least. So that's the last finishing items to complete the underside. We have now literally just got to make all the brake lines for the car from front to back, and then the underside is complete. As you can see, the aluminium heat tray is the best one I could find. Cleaned it up, come up like brand new actually. That tray, all the zinc plated bolts that hold the tray on. This tray was actually galvanised. So re-galvanised. So the oil cooler is now fully mounted onto the underside of the car, as well as the fan mounts, like I said in the last video, power steering mounts. Brand new headlights are in, as you can see, looking ever so fresh. And just another shot from the underside, so everywhere under the car, up in the chassis rails, in the inner wings, every single inch of this car is fully reconditioned to be made to look like brand new. So there we go. I hope you enjoy this video. Just a little video update of how fresh En's Lister's E30 M3 Recreation is looking in the BMP workshop. You can see that Sean has been busy. We've painted all the oil cooler itself. Sean's fully finished mounting everything. The radiator mounts are all fully painted now as well. So everything's fitted for the last time on the front panel, on the front end. The engine now is virtually complete. I've had to buy some more items this week. Little things like the clutch slave cylinder bottle, the pipe leading down to the pedal box itself, the little cap for that as well. I've also bought a water pipe which runs along the complete engine, and it sort of is normally an S54 pipe, but what we've done is we've bought a S54 Z3 pipe which comes down. It has a secondary pipe comes down, and it then can be teed off into this expansion tank. So instead of trying to fabricate something, there's one off the shelf that we could literally just buy. So I've just bought the item and fitted it, so it's fitted perfectly. We've now sort of literally tied up all the loose ends. Sean's been on the engine all day, well, all week, working on it, basically getting this ready to run. The engine is virtually ready to run. The last thing we've got to do is the fuel system itself. So the fuel pressure regulator needs to be mounted to the inner wing, and we need to run the feed and return to that from the fuel tank, and then a feed from the pressure regulator to the engine. So that's the only thing stopping the engine from being started. The other thing is the power steering pipes at the electricians. We can go over there and do things like that, fit the power steering lines, which is, you know, half a day's job to get them modified and fitted. The coolant system now is done, so the water system is done, the air system is done, the exhaust system is obviously done, the wiring loom is done and on, the engine, every sensor, every plug, everything is complete, so that the engine is literally ready to be wired up to the car now. So that's the auto electrician's job, is to join that engine to this. Everything electrically is on the car now. Obviously you can see your wheels. We've fitted the doors as well, so the doors are on the car now as well. Just to show you some sort of gaps and lines. So the doors are on because there's obviously wiring in the doors, so they have to go on, and the electrician has to wire everything up. You can see how nice the door gap is down there. Now, considering this car was, you know, scrap when it come to us, the thing lines up absolutely perfect. You know, I'm absolutely really chuffed with the way the car lines up, the bodywork. Again, door gaps on this side of the car, absolutely perfect all the way down. You can see a nice even gap all the way around, all the way up there, and the lines of the car just absolutely beautiful. So as of today, the car is ready to go to the electricians. There is a couple of things, like I just said to you, that need to be addressed. We need to do the fuel pressure regulator. We can do that over there. We need to do the power steering lines. The electrician's going to have the car for about 3 weeks. So it gives us a week to be able to get those parts and get those sorted and over there and get them fitted before he needs to actually start this car up. But as the electrical system goes, the entire electrical system is on and complete. Sean has completed the engine itself. So now the engine conversion is done. It literally is, you know, Peterson valve, everything fully piped up. You can see your oil cooler pipes down there. They run off to the oil cooler at the front, through the front panel. It's all just planned out absolutely perfect. Chuffed to bits for the way it's come together. I cannot wait to get this thing fully panelled up and looking like a full M3. Really excited now. I also took the last of the bits over to the painters today. The parts, front bumper, side skirts, bonnet stay, bonnet mechanism, rear boot spoiler, loads of the little small parts, bumper, you know, tow eye covers and stuff like that. So all those parts are at the painters today, so he can get them finished and get them done whilst this car's off for electrics. The original steel roof skin basically is one continuous piece of steel laid over a internal frame. We want to be able to make a skin which is non-sunroof, which actually fits the car like the original one does, leaving a bonding surface behind the rear quarter itself and the A-pillars. So you would obviously put your bonding agent in here and then squeeze the carbon part inside and under the actual pillars. That then gives you the perfect finish. You know, you can use a carbon fibre roof on a road going car. So yeah, what we're doing is I'm going to unpick these A pillars, unpick these C pillars, and then obviously polish, repaint the edges, repaint all four corners, and we're going to make a complete mould off this roof skin. And the reason I'm unpicking these and going to the extent of unpicking these corners is because there's no roof skin out there on the market at the minute which includes these step downs. This roof skin, being a non-sunroof roof, BMW actually made an inner support bar, as well as they did on the sunroof cartridges themselves. There is an inner support bar between the B pillars, and if I lift this roof skin up, you'll actually see the inner support bar which BMW made from B pillar to B pillar. So that inner support bar there, that is actually made to stop the roof from flapping. Obviously, this being a steel part, 1 mil thick, would flap in the wind when you let the windows down if that bar wasn't in there. So the roof skin is actually glued to that bar. You can see the adhesive in between the joint, and it also gives the body a little bit more rigidity as well. So it supports these, you know, from front to back. So what my roof skin will include is the step downs in the outer skin to go behind the C pillars and the A pillars, and it will also include this inner support bar from B pillar to B pillar across the car. So as you can see, this is the roof which we'll be taking a mould from. This came back today, the same paintwork as the car, that absolutely beautiful, the paint finish. The fiberglass has already started on the mould, so as you can see, he's got a flange all the way around the entire roof with a 6-inch flange. So he's now making this 6-inch flange. You then fiberglass right across the roof and then onto the other flange, build up the layers and make a mould. So that is back today. He's already started work, and the roof mould will be done possibly by the end of next week. Alright, so this mould is well underway. So everything to control the car is complete. It is literally just outer body work that needs to be put back on. And there's probably about 2 weeks of work on the outer body work once it comes back from the electricians to get the car complete, finished, ready to MOT. Alright, so we are nearly there. There we go. You can actually see what she's going to look like towards the end now. It's going to be a lot neater with the wiring all tucked away and looking pretty. But in my opinion, the rear end of the car needs to come down quite a bit. You can see that the rear end of the car is still quite high, but you get a good idea of what the car's going to look like. It is absolutely beautiful.
Further update, by the time you watch this, the car is now at the wiring specialist, who's going to renew all the wiring and do his special wire disappearing act on the engine bay. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please remember to share, subscribe and like. We had a couple of technicians at our disposal, which was a perfect time for experts to diagnose our suspected faults, and with the ramps, generally have a good nosy under everyone's cars.